Time for my phone to freeze up for the questions.
Yeah.
So tell me your name and who you are.
Kevin Quinn. I'm the president of Beta Theta Pi.
Exciting stuff. What's the key for leading millennials in the modern era?
I would say the biggest thing is just making sure everyone feels like their opinion's heard. Because if someone doesn't think their opinion's heard, they're just going to close themselves off and not listen to whoever's trying to lead them.
Yeah. What about specifically in like a fraternity?
In a fraternity, I would say in an exec team that's trying to lead a fraternity, there are going to be a lot of times when you have to make rough decisions that people might be split on. So you're going to have to know how to mediate between what needs to be made and kind of how to sway those opinions that aren't quite there yet, but can be with the right kind of persuasion.
Okay. What advice would you give to upcoming college graduates about leading?
I'd just say be confident in your own opinions, that they matter, and that it's okay to voice them. I'd say that's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. What's the biggest challenge you face as a leader or manager, like a president of a fraternity?
Having to kick out friends from a fraternity is pretty rough, even if that's like the right decision for the house safety. That always sucks to do.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
What strengths would you look for someone to replace you?
I would look for someone who's really self-motivated in getting the paperwork done and doing the work side, and then someone that could also have kind of a sociable skill and can talk to people, connect with a variety of individuals.
Okay. What management skills have you learned since becoming the president? Like, what's the biggest thing you've learned?
The biggest thing would probably be just kind of learning how to listen and when to ask certain questions and when to be like a manager type role and when to be like a friend more so than like an executive position in a role. So
okay. Like what necessary qualities are you looking for specifically to be successful?
I think the biggest thing is just being self-motivated, because if you're like passionate about something and really self-motivated and self-driven, you're going to get whatever you want to do done. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the most important quality.
Okay, can you elaborate on that a little bit? A little short on time.
Just making sure that whenever you are like setting your mind on a goal, you're driven enough to like work through all those rough patches and get what needs to be done. So say for instance, you're raising money for a new house. That takes a long period of time, and if you're not really passionate about getting that done, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just not, because you're not going to be fired up to do the work. You're not going to be interested in doing the work the best way you can. So I think that's the most important.
What motivates yourself?
I'm motivated specifically with Beta because I've received a lot from Beta, so I feel like in turn I should give back. So, and I also just like knowing that whatever work I do here helps make anyone else coming through after me, their experience way better. So
yeah. So what's the toughest part about leading like a fraternity and like leading college students and getting them to do things?
Apathy is always a big issue with college kids.
Right.
I feel like nobody really wants to like step out of their normal workload to do things above and beyond.
Right.
So it's hard to like unite 160 guys under one goal to achieve something. So it just takes a lot of like delegating and micromanaging and reaching out to people who can reach out to those people who I can't necessarily reach and persuade or motivate.
What was I going to say? Being like, how do you get other people to want to be self-motivated? Like, you said you're motivated because like it's given so much to you and you want to give back. How do you make other people? How do you give them something to the point where they want to give back?
So I think that's a big difference between knowledge and then like pride. So like you can know something's good for you. You can know that something achieves a certain goal and that's a good goal. But just knowing that's not going to make you want to put in the work. You're going to have to make people like believe that that's what they want and then take pride in making that happen. So just like getting some emotion behind the knowledge in
Right.
whatever audience you're trying to
Okay.
unite. Under that
So why do you think you're a good leader of Beta?
I think I do a good job at getting people to really think about what it means to them, and then relating that back to the work they're doing for others. So it's not just like you taking in all these things selfishly. It's you enjoying the things that are given to you, and then serving the house that gave that to you, gave you those opportunities, and then serving the people that are a part of it.
For sure. All right. Perfect, man. Right. 5 minutes on the dot. Thanks, boss.
Sweet.